All right. We are recording this class. Welcome to live Pilates, but we're recording it so you could use this recording at your desired time, whether it's at 10 o'clock at night or 5:30 in the morning. You're going to get a link that can take you to this. So today we need rings or towels or balls, mats, and a towel if you need to boost your seat up. And notice today I have a chair. And if you don't have a chair handy, anything that is stable surface, your kitchen counter, a doorknob, anything that's stable, because we're going to start class standing up today. When I was training with Ron Fletcher, we started every one of our classes with standing to learn our postures, squeezing our legs together, pulling our abs in, dropping our shoulders, finding our plumb line. So our shoulders are over our ribs are over our hips are over our knees are over our toes. And we would stand for 1 hour every day without moving, to learn the strengthening muscles we needed to do that. And then we would proceed to bar class. So before bar class was even popular. So I hope you can see me. I'm going to take a wide stance and I'm going to pull my abs in. Now listen carefully to what I want you to do. I want you to make sure your knees are over your toes throughout the exercise. Don't let your knees fall in and your toes be out. You need to really line up the hips, knees, and toes. Now, starting at the feet, find the big toe, little toe, and heel foot centers and press into those foot centers. Let your weight settle into those areas of the foot that help give you support to the rest of the body. We're turned out from the pelvis, knee over toe, hip over knee, and our abs are in. We're lifting up through the pelvic floor, in through the navel, and wrapping the rib cage, opening up the chest, and lengthening through the neck. So we have that perfect plumb line. And we're going to start with just some gentle plies. Make sure you're in a nice wide second, but not too wide that you can't control it. And we're going to press those knees down and back, and down and back. I'm going to use the mat here because my feet are sliding. Down and back. Down and back. 8. Squeeze up, squeeze down. Use the concentric and the eccentric contractions for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go down into the plie. Try not to stick this out. Keep everything under you. Lift up onto the front 2 foot centers. Up onto your 2 front foot centers. Straighten the legs in releve and then lower the heels. So it's plie, releve, straighten, and down. Now remember to wrap through the inner thighs. You're going to start the wrap from here all the way back into the glutes, because this is strengthening for the external rotation. Plie, lift, up, lower. Plie, lift, up, lower. Plie, lift, up, lower. Plie, lift, up, and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to reverse it. So when we go up, we're pressing into the big toe, little toe foot center, pulling our abs in, bending our knees over our toes, dropping our heels, then straightening tall. So it's up on your toes, plie, drop the heels, and straighten. Up on your toes, plie, drop the heels, and straighten. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up straight, bend to plie, lower the heels, and straighten. Straight legs, bent knees, lower the heels, and straighten. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now from here, finding those 2 front foot centers, go up as long as you can, keeping straight legs. Squeezing your inner thighs together, pulling your abs deep into your spine. Press down. Press, press, press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep pressing. 1, hold it there. Hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, keep on your toes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And straighten. Good job. Okay, now let's come into the Pilates V. When you're in Pilates V, those foot centers have to be working again, and you want to squeeze your inner thighs together and wrap your tail until it comes under the smiling lines of your glutes. So you're really engaged in your glute muscles. The abs are in, the ribs are wrapped once again, and this time we're going to go up on our toes, move our heels till they touch. This is important. Keep the knees over the toes. These are plie in first position. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to feel that in the front of the leg. 6, 7. Pull that navel back into the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's go a little bit lower if you can. And press a little deeper. 2, 3, 4. You're going to feel that in those legs. 6, 7, 8. Heels are high. Big toe, little toe, foot center. Evenly pressed into the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now from here, tuck your tail and release. Tuck your tail and release. Keep that triangle. Keep that triangle. Or the diamond, I should say. With your legs. Keep the heels high. Tuck and release. Tuck and release. Tuck, release. Tuck, release. 8. Squeeze the glutes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And plie and tuck. And plie and tuck. Plie, tuck. Plie, tuck. Plie, tuck. Plie, tuck. Check your heels. Are they together? Plie, tuck. 4, 3, knees over toes. 2, 1, and hold. Now go low and hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and straighten. Now let's plie and lift. Each time you lift, squeeze those inner thighs together. You're almost done. Hang in there. Plie. You're flat-footed here. And lift. Plie. And lift. Plie. Squeeze and lift. 2 legs become 1. Up. Plie. Up. Feel that stretch through the calves. Plie. Up. Bend the knees over the toes. Up. Squeeze. Down. Up. Squeeze. And rest. Good. Now, before we go to the floor to start our Pilates work, this was our bar work to start. We're going to stretch out those quads because we used a lot of them. So you're going to take your leg, face your chair or your stable surface, push your hips forward, and and feel the stretch through the front of the thigh. Square up the hips, square up the shoulders, and make sure that you're not arching your back, pressing your pubic bone forward, and breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Remember, stretching is so important. Let's do it on the other side. Line up the knees, press the hips forward, and hold. Heart high for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good job. All right. So let's get our mats ready and go to the floor. You might want to bring along your ring or your ball, pillows, towels, whatever you think you need. So we're going to go in supine first. We're going to lie back, and let's feel the tailbone on the floor, both shoulder blades on the floor, and we're going to lie nice and straight so your vertebra feel like a string of pearls on the floor. Reach long through the trunk. Post your feet, big toe, little toe, and heel. And let's just move through the lumbopelvic area slowly with control, tipping the tailbone up and then letting it release and come back. Notice that the upper body remains quiet but active, and the lower body is doing the movement up and press back. Use your deepest abdominals to perform this movement. Your abs are working, they're scooping. You're breathing, rocking back and forth. And then from this position where you remain neutral, you're just going to roll the pelvis barely off the floor, just like my hand is doing, to get all those lumbopelvic muscles moving. And reverse it the other direction. Try not to put too much leg into it. This is an isolated movement in the pelvis. The other direction. Now find the neutral again. We're going to go all the way up our spine this time, massaging it one vertebra at a time. This is called articulation. We're going to inhale. We're going to lift that tailbone off the floor. Then the waist. Then the low rib. Then the shoulder blades. Then the upper back. The neck stays long. The head stays long. And lift. The hip flexors are wide open. The toes, heels, knees, and hips are all in one line. And back down one vertebra at a time, massaging the spine, exhaling, breathing, all the way to the tailbone and rest. One more time, but we're going to stay up this time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, all the way up. Massage that spine. Get it up there, up, 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 one vertebra at a time. Scoop your belly, wrap your ribs. Now lift the right leg into the air and march. 1, tap it down. 2, notice that there's no movement in the pelvis. The pelvis is stationary, stable, and strong. The femur head and the rest of the leg are doing the mobilization here. Down. Keep the hips high. You're going to have to hold on with that standing leg, keeping the hips neutral and square. 2 more. 1 more, and lower. Change sides, up. Level out those hips. Try to remain quiet through the trunk. That's your challenge. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good strengthening exercise for the lumbopelvic area. Once again, you're up there. The hip flexors are open. The glutes are squeezing. The abs are in, the ribs are wrapped. Let's take the leg into the air. Drop the tail completely to the floor while the pelvis goes into neutral here. and then reach up through the standing leg into the glutes and abs, and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. This is a wonderful back body strengthener. Up, down, up, down, up, down. You're really going to feel that in the hams and glutes on the left leg. Up, 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 up. Make sure you breathe. Lower that leg. Stay high on the hips. Square it up. Take the left leg into the air. Press down and up. Down, up. Breathe. Up. Control. Fluid, not jerky. Part of the work in Pilates is keeping your fluidity. Jerkiness is not using the muscles, it's using the joints or propelling movement. It's all about control. 8, 7, 6, 5. Nothing is done fast. Everything is done slowly with control. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg down. Now let's massage the spine one more time. Lower. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Good job. Now it's time to work our inner thighs. So we're going to take our rings or our balls or a thick towel or pillow, and we're going to squeeze that apparatus until the hips, knees, and toes come into neutral alignment. They're lined up, hip over knee, knee over heel, heel over toe. Squeeze it. Engage those inner thighs. Drop that pelvis into neutral. Widen the collarbones and squeeze in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep squeezing. It's okay if you quiver. That means you're working deeply. Curl up into the articulating bridge all the way up. Open the hip flexors, post the feet, and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep breathing. Squeeze those glutes. Sink that belly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it and breathe. Now squeeze it until you line everything up. Tap your tail down. Lift your tail up. Tap the tailbone down. Lift it up, down. Make sure your ribs are wrapped into your spine. 4, up. 3, keep squeezing. 2, last 1. Roll down. 1, 2, ribs, ribs, ribs. Belly button in, tailbone on, and release. Good job. All right, let's give a little stretch here to get ready for our 100. Let those knees drop down to the side, and you want to put the soles of the feet together. If this is an uncomfortable position, this is where you might want to put towels on each side to give you a little bit of support under there. But if your hip openings can take it, just let those inner thighs relax after working them, and take an inhale and an exhale. Use your powerhouse. Remember, those muscles you breathe with are the powerhouse muscles. Inhale. Exhale, course at the ribs, sink the belly, lift the pelvic floor. Take those legs to parallel. Pull up into tabletop. Arms up into 90. We're ready for the 100. Take an inhale. Exhale up. We're a little past our shoulder blades. Choose the position that's best for you, either tabletop or legs straight. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Reach long through the fingertips. Scoop the belly. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out through the mouth. In for 2, 3, 4, 5. Out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, out. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Tailbone on the floor, hips neutral. In, out, in, out. In, out, in for 5, out for 5. Last one, and out. Bring it back in and down. The roll up can be done many ways. You can do it with your feet flexed, coming up to that rib hinge, past the shoulder blades, and back down. That's done with an inhale here. Exhale up. Inhale back. Exhale up. Another way to try the roll up, bend one knee. Let's take this knee. Take it to tabletop. Inhale, come up to that rib hinge. Place the hands under the thighs. Reach the leg out, keep rounding through the back. Drop the leg, reach forward. Back, lower, and down. Now, some of you can do it full speed, the way we always do it with no bent knees. You do what's best for you. I'm going to show you the next side so you can try the other side. Inhale, exhale, rib hinge, hands behind. Press that leg out, round through the spine, reach long. And then if you need a little help down, bend the knees and roll down and straight. Or you could do the full roll up. If you have a tightness in your low back, take a skinny towel, not a big thick towel, put it under your waist near your top of your hips, and try the roll up that way to help facilitate the roundedness. Ready? Inhale, exhale, keep rounding, scooping, reaching. Make sure that neck stays in neutral alignment with the spine, reaching out through the heels and lower. Inhale, up again. Scooping, scooping, scooping. Always pulling that navel into the spine to help with your power and down. Let's do one more. Inhale, exhale. Reaching and back, 2, 3, 4. Good job. All right, let's take that away. Now I'm going to introduce the rollover. I'm going to show you in different parts. You choose the level you want to work, starting with bent knees. Get that upper body open, collarbones wide. Let's just roll and back. Now, this is not a movement that's guided by momentum. It's using the core muscles to get your tailbone to lift off the floor. This is category number 1. This would be number 2. You don't have to go high. Number 3 is the most difficult, and I do not recommend you do it if you can't control the movement. You want to make sure you only roll to your shoulder blades and no further, never onto your neck. This is the full roll over. Inhale, exhale. Now your legs are parallel. I'm not on my neck. I'm on my shoulders. Open the feet, flex the feet, and roll down. Inhale, exhale. Roll down. Squeeze those inner thighs together, up. Legs stay right in line into a straight line over your body. Flex and roll down. and roll back. Take the right leg into the air. Square up the hips, open the chest, cross the midline for leg circles. 1 and 2. Stabilize before you mobilize. Lengthen. 2 more. And reverse it. Breathe. 2 more. Take it down and change legs. Try to lengthen through the back. Slight turn out from the pelvis, pointed toe. Cross the midline and breathe. And reverse it. Choose the range of motion for your circle depending on the stability of your pelvis. 2 more. And bring those knees in. Flex those feet. Point the feet. Flex, point, flex, point. We're going to roll up for rolling like a ball. Remember, rolling like a ball maintains the same position throughout the movement. You don't change your head, you don't change your rounded back, you don't change your knee position. You stay static throughout. The breathing is important. Keep your elbows broad and your navel in. We're going to look downward and we're going to roll backwards until our sits bones face the ceiling and then roll back. Ready? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale and balance. Inhale, exhale and balance. Two more. One more. Hold. Now hold that position. This is the way you stay throughout. From here, we're going to extend one leg and bring the other in for single leg stretches. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Try to be up to the tips of your shoulder blades, lining up knees and feet. Scooping the belly, eyes over the knees. 2 more. And now bring both knees in. Try to find the tailbone on the floor. Rise up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Elbows broad. Take the legs and arms out. Squeeze and around. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe. Reach and fulfill the movement. Eyes over the knees. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stay high. Bring your legs into the air. Try to hold on to a straight leg. If you can't, you can bend your knees. Your hands help pull you up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Your eyes are right over your kneecaps. They stay there. 1, 2, switch. 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 1, 2, scoop the belly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and drop down. Arms by your side. Chest open. Tailbone on. Belly scoop. Open and cross it. And open, cross it. Open, cross. Clean crosses, 3 crosses. 1, 2, 3. Open, 1, 2, 3. Open, 1, 2, 3. Last one, open, 1, 2, 3. Bring your head up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Take your legs down, lift it up. Down, lift it up. Squeeze those heels together and up. Drop the navel into the spine, up. Exhale down, lift it up. Double leg straights. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Bend the knees. Put the arms above your head and try to stack the hands on top. Legs go up. Bring the legs up. Use your abs to lift the upper body. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Use control. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And hold. Give yourself a little stretch here. Back down for the crisscross. Lace the fingers, broaden the elbows. Come up to the tips of the shoulder blades. Try not to use tension in the neck. Pelvis is quiet. Turn. 1 and 2. Try to keep both shoulder blades off the floor at all times. 5, 6, that's hard to do. 7, 8, 9, 10, and how about a big stretch? Flex your feet. You can splay your ribs here, release. Arch your back to feel the stretch of the rectus abdominis. A counter stretch to all that forward flexion we did. And now, let's put our hands back behind our head. And we're going to roll from one side to the other without using momentum. We're going to use our core and our breath. So we're going to inhale, exhale, turn. Hold it into a beautiful sideline position. Active long legs, active upper body. Now with control, inhale, exhale, roll to the other side. Make sure those abs are working, those inner thighs are working, both legs are long. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more on each side. Inhale, inhale, exhale, and hold. Good job. We're going to roll up and do our spine stretch forward. This is where you might want to stack something under your sitting bones to help facilitate you into a tall seat. Pull your abs in. You can bend your knees if you need to. Arms are long, shoulders are down. We're going to tilt our chin, and we're going to start to peel off an invisible wall, first with our shoulders, then our shoulder blades, then our mid-back, then our low rib, then our waist, then the top of our hips and reach. So we're in this elongated, strong C curve. Now we're going to come back out of the C curve, and we're going to start to put our hips on, then our low back, then our waist, then our low rib, then our shoulder blades, upper back, neck, and head. We're going to use our breath as we peel off the wall on this one. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop that belly. Reach. Inhale. Exhale. All the way to the top. If you utilize your core muscles, you should feel a wonderful stretch through the lower thoracic spine on this one. Inhale. Exhale. One more. One vertebra at a time, peeling off the wall, reaching forward past the toes if you can, and then back 2, 3, and 4. Good job. Come to the end of your mat. Prepare for the position of roll Open leg rocker, not rolling like a ball. Shoulders are open, elbows are broad. The feet are at the same height, not down here, at the same height and width of the mat. So we're going to inhale at the top, look down, scoop the belly, and roll and up. No momentum, core work. Exhale back, inhale up. Exhale back, make it smooth, make it timed out. Exhale, inhale. Now you can continue on this path, or you can take hold of your ankles, squeeze your inner thighs together, lift your heart, look down when you roll back. Exhale. Inhale, up. Try not to roll onto your neck, just above the shoulder blades. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Squeeze those inner thighs together to help you stop at the top. Exhale, inhale, and hold. Now lift the heart, pull the navel in, roll back with control for the corkscrew. And it's going to go up, and then the hips and legs are going to circle. The upper body stays quiet and stable. Reverse the circle. Squeeze the inner thighs together. That helps. Up, circle, stop. Up, circle, stop. Back on the floor. Up, circle, back to neutral. Up, circle, back to neutral. Bring it in, roll it up, and let's go into the saw. Once again, you may need a little booster under you. It's all right to bend your knees. The knees stay on top. There's no turnout here. It's a parallel positioning. Reach long through the body. Front body and back body are of equal length. We're not hunkered down in that front body. We're nice and long. Arms are out. Flex the feet. We're going to twist. Look behind you. Stay tall. Don't collapse. Now, with the strength of the core, pull the navel in and reach roundedly over that right leg and hold. Reach. Come back up. Straighten through the spine. Elongate. Keep twisting. And then back to center. Turn, twist. Look behind. Round over. Saw. Pass the little toe. Back up. Stay in that twist. Then come forward. Twist. Round. Reach. Unround. Straighten. Center. Turn. Reach. Up. Elongate. Long and proud with the upper body. Turn. Reach. Up. Center. One more. Turn. Reach. Up. Center. Good job. Okay, we're going to flex our feet here, and we're going to do some walking. This really is going to make you stand, sit tall. You can't collapse in this. You've got to be reaching really long. We call this axial elongation of the spine, reaching the crown of the head to the top of the ceiling, arms out, and walk 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Take it front, 2, 3, 4. Take it back, 2, 3, 4. Don't hunker, keep it long. Front, 2, 3, 4. Take it back, 2, 3, 4. One more. Front, 2, 3, 4. And back, 2, 3, 4. Sit tall and over into prone position. So we're going to place our hands at mid-chest, and we're going to practice some upper body articulation and extension. The legs are long to the floor, and we're going to lift our collarbones, then lift our sternum, and back down. Collarbones, heart, sternum. Back down. Upper body extension, not really loading that low back. Up, just the upper body, and down. This is where you want to put your shoulder blades in and down. Lock them in. Keep those shoulders wide, up, and down. Okay. Neck long. Now we're going to balance on the tripod of the hips, and we're going to pull that navel deep into the spine, squeeze the glutes, lengthen through the back of the legs, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now I just broke down the prep for the swan. There's an upper body and then a lower body. Upper, lower. Upper, lower. Up, low. Up, low. Up, low. One more. Up, low, and hold. Come on. Now, we're going to do our planks. Before we do our planks, I want you to think of long spines. The abs are deep into the spine. The hands are under the shoulder. We're going to take one leg out and then take the other leg out and hold. Now, keep the front of the legs very active. Keep reaching out through the crown of the head. Hold that plank. You can stay here, or you can dip one hip, then the other hip. 1, 2. 1, 2. Or you can remain in the plank. 1, 2. One more. 1, 2. Good job. Let's turn. You need some balance and stability. Bend that knee. If not, both legs into the air and hold. Pull those navels deep into the spine. And if you can drop the hip, lift it. If not, just stay in the plank. Drop it, lift it, drop it, lift it, drop it, lift it, and hold. And turn. Once again, for stability, drop that knee. If not, keep them both long. Shoulder blades down. Drop the hip. Lift it. Drop it. Lift it. Drop. Lift. One more. Drop. Lift. Back to center. Hold it and lower to the floor. Elbows broad. Clasp the hands. Lift the heart. Send the blades in and down. Very active on the upper body. Press the tripod of the hip into the floor as you lift the navel away from the floor. Point, flex, point, and lower. Point, flex, point, lower. Point, and point, flex, point, lower. Point, and last one. And drop down to the floor. With your head turned, you might want a pillow under your neck if you feel more comfortable that way. And we're going to reach our clasped hands up our back and drop our elbows to the floor. This is position number 1. Then for position number 2, we're going to elongate through our arms and our legs and arch up with our neck in neutral alignment with our spine. Shoulder blades in and down. Turn. Drop the elbows. Back to position number 1, and then up to number 2. And drop. This is a wonderful stretch and extension. Up and turn. Opening up the chest, stretching out the biceps, reach. This is your last one. Make it good and turn. And let's go up into child's pose for a brief stretch from all that arching into side lying position for the hot potato. This remains to be a stamina exercise where you can maintain the stability of your trunk, but yet move through your legs. High on the elbow, stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Bring the front leg, top leg to the front, point the toe, externally rotate slightly in the hip, and we're going to keep those hips really quiet and silent as we tap 8 times on a countdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, lift. Notice when I lift, I don't twist or pivot my hips backward. Take it back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. 7, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up, counting down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up. Feed energy through that top leg, up. Make it longer than the bottom leg if you can, up. We're on to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. Hold on to that upper body position. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. Squeeze those glutes, lengthen. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. 1 up, single, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and rest. Good job. Bring it up. Let's go to the other side. Onto that elbow, right under the shoulder, lift the rib cage, stack the shoulders and hips, leg in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, lift. If you want to challenge, you can lift the arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. Lengthen, 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 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. Singles. 1, up, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Let's go on to supine position and do a few teasers. We're going to take our legs to tabletop. Tailbone on, abs are in. Let's take our arms down by our side, open up our chest, and we're going to lift the head and lift the arms simultaneously as we roll out through the legs and reach, and then lower back down into that tabletop. Try to keep the legs high. Don't take them for a detour where they go down and up. You want to try to keep them going straight out as you lift. Ready. Inhale. Exhale. And down. Use your breath. Use your abs. Articulate. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do one more. Inhale. It's okay if you only get to here and you keep your legs here. That's fine. But take our time to get it right. Take our time to get it right. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. And lower. Great. Let's roll onto our bellies for the swim series. Place the arms over the head. Press the tripod of the hip into the floor and lift the legs. Press the hands into the floor and lift the upper body into an arch. Lift the arms to the ears. Opposite arm, opposite leg for the swim. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Lengthen out through your knees. Balance on your hip. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the legs. Spiral the arms and breaststroke. 1 and 2. Breathe. 3 Inhale, exhale around. 4 more. 4 and 3. Shine those collarbones to the ceiling. 2. Last one. Legs back up. Lengthen through the backs of the knees. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open the collarbones. Palms up. 1. Exhale, 5. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lengthen through the legs. Out. Come on. Get up there. Showing those collarbones. And out 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And you are done for a child's pose. You deserve it. Get a good stretch there. Whew, good job. Let's come up for a mermaid stretch. Stack our knees as comfortably as you can. Some can be right up here. Some have to open it up a bit. You choose. Remember what's best for you. And reach over. And when you do this, splay the ribs. Feel the intercostal muscles open up. Square the shoulders. Drop the shoulder blades. Take an inhale. And exhale. Open up the legs for the internal and external rotation. This time we're going to reach the other direction. And now we're going to open up the top rib cage and reach. Circle the arms back. Breathe. You're coming to the finish line here. Over. And then rotate through the upper body as the navel sinks deep into the spine. The shoulders square to the floor. And you reach to get a stretch through the side of the body. And back up. Shoulders down, neck long, and go to the other side. You can kick your legs in the air, open it up, and then back down for a tiger mermaid and reach. Open it up, square up, reach over, and then circle. Circle, circle, and circle. And then side bending here, opening up that rib cage, turning, pulling, drawing that navel in. Use those lower abs. Feel the stretch through the armpit. Inhale, exhale, back up into that beautiful side bend, and then over. And let's take our ring or our strap or our ball, and let's do a little stretch through our hamstrings. So in order to stretch properly, we need to always find a perfect postural alignment first. So if you need a pillow under your head, now's the time to do that, to keep your neck in neutral alignment. Your pelvis stays in neutral alignment as you stretch through the backs of the legs. The one leg, especially through the hamstring group, back of the knee. Pull the ring or the towel towards you as you press your leg away from you. It's an oppositional stretch, challenging those hamstrings, the back of the legs, the back of the knee. Inhale, exhale, take it out to the side, trying not to move the pelvis out of alignment. Feel the inner thigh stretch as once again you pull the ring or the towel towards you and press the heel away from you. Feeling that wonderful stretch through the inner thighs. Take an inhale and an exhale. Taking it up, crossing the midline. And this time, changing hands, pressing this hip towards the floor as the heel reaches away from you and hold. Flex the foot to get an extra stretch. Back up, and change legs. You want to put that ball of the foot into the tower ring. Square up the hips, square up the shoulders, and stretch. One leg is usually a little more flexible than the other. Iron the leg that's on the floor to the floor so it's not hopped up. That turns the whole stretch into something different. So keep that leg long. Place that pelvis neutral to the floor and hold. Take it out to the side and square up. Reach that heel to the opposite wall. Pull down on the ring or the towel towards you. Both shoulder blades are on, ribs are wrapped, navel is in. Take it up, cross over, open up the arm, and feel the stretch through the lateral leg outside from the hip all the way down to the knee. And breathe. Take it up and roll up to a seated position. Cross your legs, find a comfortable place. Let's just give an extra stretch to those biceps today and reach forward. Clasp the hands behind you. Keep the neck long, ribs in, up as high as you can without over challenging that joint. Come back. You can keep your legs here or in a bent knee position, whatever's best for you. Keep your shoulders nice and square. Press down on your hands, press your shoulders away from your ears. Tilt your right ear to your right shoulder and feel the stretch through the upper traps and neck. And back to center. Keep a long neck and then go to the other side. Back to center. And just let that head bob. Very gently. And try to find that head and neck right on top of that shoulder. So you have a nice alignment from the plumb line, from the top of the head to the ear to the shoulder. Take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale. Use that breath to strengthen your lungs. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good job, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class. I'll see you on Monday. Take care. Have a great weekend.
Thank you so much, Debbie. Have a good weekend yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Debbie, bye.
Thank you.